Amazing. Hello. Amazing. I am live. So, I'm just going to start talking because there seems to actually be a slight delay in the playback. So, I'm just going to talk and we're going to get this going. Please leave in the comments if you're having any issues, or you can tweet at Ireland Simpsons Fans, or you can tweet at me, but I will not see them. So, maybe don't tweet at me. So, we want to go through a couple of rules first. This is the first ever live stream that I've done on my channel, so I have zero idea what I'm doing. Thank you so much to Ireland Simpsons Fans for making this, deciding to do this, and then allowing me to host it. This is very cool. I think that I am live streaming correctly. If you could be like, yes, I can see the video, that'd be amazing. So I definitely know that I'm live. Okay, so I am going to go on as if I am definitely live, and then I'm going to give you the few pieces of information we need to know before we get started, okay? So 1 respondent per team. You will have been sent a Google Forms link to fill out the answers. Those links are now working. Please do not start the quiz without the rest of us. This is all supposed to be an event. We're supposed to be doing it together, so don't go through and finish it without us. Wait for me. I will set the pace of the quiz. So 1 respondent per on a team if you're on a team with a number of other people. So only one of you is filling out the form. If you exit the form, you will lose your progress and have to go again, okay? So nothing is submitted to Ireland Simpsons Fans until the final question has been answered and you press submit. At the end of each round, I'll give you like 30 seconds to go back and make sure you've picked the right answers as far as you think. So before you go ahead to the next round, and I'll give you a minute or so at the end to do the same thing. And that's pretty much it. Just let's get started. Let's go through this quiz. Thank you so much for signing up and donating. This quiz is it's in support of Alone, the charity that works with the elderly. So it's a really good cause. And yeah, thank you so much. Will we have fridge breaks? I mean, I can't stop you from going to the fridge if you want to go to the fridge. Okay, so let's just get started. Let's go. Let's do this. Okay, so let's round 1. The Ireland Simpsons Fans couch quiz in aid of Alone. Round 1, obscure characters. So this is a picture round. So it's going to be fairly limited how much I can help you here, and I can just read out the names of the person. So number 1, who is this babysitter? Please look at your form. Look at the pictures. Who is that babysitter? Is it Ms. Lotz, Ms. Botts, Ms. Butts, or Ms. Lutz? Who is that babysitter? Miss Lotz, Miss Botts, Mrs. Butts, or Ms. Lutz? Question 2. Who is welcoming Bart at the top of the table? Do you want me to describe the picture? I presume everybody has access to the picture. But who is welcoming Bart at the top of the table? Is it Database? Is it Lloyd, Darren, or Wendell? Who is welcoming Bart at the top of the table? Is it Database, Lloyd, Darren, or Wendell? I did not think how difficult the picture round was going to be to do live. Who's this Simpsons movie character? A pig picture. Number 3, is it Spider Pig? Is it Harry Plopper? Is it Plopper, or is it Babe, Pig in the Simpsons? Who's this Simpsons movie character? Spider Pig, Harry Plopper, Plopper, or Babe, Pig in the Simpsons? Anybody who's asking, someone's asking there in the comments where my accent is from. It's from Ireland. Mayo specifically, but I've been living in Dublin for quite some time. Question number 4, who is this? Is it Artie Ziff? Is it Arnie Pie? Is it Kent Brockman? Or is it Artie Pie? Who is this number 4? Artie Ziff, Arnie Pie, Kent Brockman, Artie Pie. Number 5, who is this once-off character whose talent is fitting 3 billiard balls in his mouth? Is it Sideshow Mel, Albert Dershman, Frankie the Squealer, or number 1? Sideshow Mel, Albert Dershman, Frankie the Squealer, or number 1? Number 6, who is this obvious parody? Sherry Bobbins, Mary Poppins, Mary Bobbins, or Sherry Poppins? Who is this obvious parody? Sherry Bobbins, Mary Poppins, Mary Bobbins, or Sherry Poppins? Number 7, what's this man's full name? Captain Hank McAllister, Horatio McAllister, David McAllister, or Gary McAllister? That is a hard one. What is this man's full name? Is it Captain Hank McAllister, Captain Horatio McAllister, Captain David McAllister, or Captain Gary McAllister? And this is Old Gil. Question 8. This is Old Gil. What is his surname? Is it Henderson? Is it Simpson, Carlson, or Gunderson? What is Old Gil's surname? Is it Henderson, Simpson, Carlson, or Gunderson? Question 9. Who is this substitute teacher played by Dustin Hoffman? Was it Mr. Hoffman, Mr. Hofstein, Mr. Bergstrom, or Mr. Simpson? Was it Mr. Hoffman, Mr. Hofstein, Mr. Bergstrom, or Mr. Simpson? 10. What business does this man run? Is it Cracker Factory, Box Factory, Moe's Bar, or the Power Plant? What business does this man run? Is it Cracker Factory, Box Factory, Moe's Bar, or the Power Plant? So I see an awful lot of messages in the chat saying to slow down. Okay, I will, that's no problem. I will slow down. So the only reason I was rushing through it is because some people were clicking through to the next round too quickly, so I was trying to keep up. So we'll all take it down a notch. That's what we'll do. Okay? So I'm going to give you about 30 seconds now to go back over the first round. Make sure you've picked what you think the correct answers are. And then we'll go to the next round. And because the next round is not images, we can slow down a little bit. I'll read it a bit slower. Does that make sense? Everyone on board with that? Now people are saying hurry up. Amazing. No, go faster. Okay. Yes, Winterboy 2000, it is really live. I don't believe you. Oh, I'm not allowed to quote anything that's not Simpsons here. Bold. Okay. So, gonna give you another few seconds because I didn't count those. But I think almost moving on. I'm so excited. I'm super excited. This is the most excited I've been in a while. I'm in self-isolation. And I'm, I think, 7 days in now. So, I don't know. All the days are melding together, to be quite honest with you. Oh. Woo! She's warm. Okay, let's move on to the next round, right? And we'll take her slower. Take her down a notch. Okay, so round 2, quotes. So something you can do throughout this quiz is you can let us know your favourite quote in the comments, in the live chat, or you can tweet Ireland Simpsons Fans, or you can tweet me. I'm not going to look at my tweets right now because I'm trying to read the questions. But at the end of the quiz, when I'm giving everyone a few minutes to go back over their answers, I'll go through my mentions and see what the best answers are. And Ireland Simpsons Fans are live monitoring their mentions. We also said if you want to tell other people how terrible or great this was, you could tweet with the hashtag ISF Couch Quiz. But you don't have to. Okay, so let's go through the quotes round, and I will take this a bit slower, okay? So number 1, someone left a comment in the chat saying, is there any point having a live caster? I appreciate you. Okay, number 1, complete the chant. We're here, we're queer, get used to it. We're here, we're queer, we don't want any more bears. We're here, we're queer, we don't want to be here. Or we're here, we're queer, we belong here. So, you're finishing the chant, we're here, we're queer. What is the end of that chant? Is it get used to it? Is it we don't want any more bears? Is it we don't want to be here? Or is it we belong here? So somebody asked in the chat, shouldn't I be at work now? It is night time in Ireland, and Saturday, so no. And someone else asked would there be a prize for best team names, asking for a friend. So that would be up to Ireland Simpsons fans if they'd like to text me the answer to that. That'd be great. Okay, so question 2, complete the quote. I felt such a feeling of power, like God must feel when he's on the toilet. I felt such a feeling of power, like God must feel when he's holding a gun. I felt such a feeling of power, like God must feel when he's starting wars. I felt such a feeling of power, like God must feel when he's watching us all pray. So, to complete the quote, I felt such a feeling of power, what is the end of that quote? Is it like God must feel when he's on the toilet? Like God must feel when he's holding a gun? Like God must feel when he's starting wars? Or like God must feel when he's watching us all pray? Let me know if I'm going slow enough this time. Let's move on to question 3. Fill in the gap. Fox turned me into a blank so gradually that I didn't even notice. Was it? To complete that quote, is it? Fox turned me into a hardcore sex channel so gradually Fox turned into a hardcore sex channel so gradually I didn't even notice. Fox turned into a Republican platform so gradually I didn't even notice. Fox turned into a family entertainment channel so gradually I didn't even notice. And Fox turned into a telesales junkyard so gradually I didn't even notice. Which is it? So to finish this sentence, Fox turned into a blank so gradually I didn't even notice. Is it a hardcore sex channel, a Republican platform, a family entertainment channel, or a telesales junkyard? Clisare's YouTube channel turned into an ISF quiz stream so gradually I didn't even notice. That's a good one. Well done. Okay, we're going to move on to number 4. Let me know if I'm going too fast still. Finish the quote. It looks as though the fox has been caught by the mouse. It looks as though the fox has been caught by the prey. It looks as though the fox has been caught by the cat. Or is it looks as though the fox has been caught by exactly the person that was trying to catch it? So finish the quote. It looks as though the fox has been caught by, is it the mouse, the prey, the cat, or exactly the person who was trying to catch it? Question 5. Finish this love letter. Truly yours, Woody. Truly yours, Woodrow. Truly yours is a butt that will not quit. Truly yours is a love that will whistle through the wind. So which is it? To finish this quote, truly yours, is it Woody, Woodrow, is a butt that will not quit, or is a love that will whistle through the wind? Question 6. What is the correct next line in the quote that begins with, my story begins in 19-2? We had to say dickety because the Kaiser had stolen our word 20. What is the correct next line in that quote? So I tied an onion to my belt, which was the style at the time. I chased that rascal to get it back, but gave up after dickety 6 miles. 3 wars back, we called sauerkraut Liberty cabbage, and we called Liberty cabbage super slaw, and back then a suitcase was known as a Swedish lunchbox. I needed a new heel for my shoes, so I decided to go to Morganville, which is what they called Shelbyville in those days. So which of those 4 options are the correct next line that follow? My story begins in 19-2. We had to say dickety because the Kaiser had stolen our word 20. Which is the correct next line? Question 7. Complete the quote. You've crossed the line from regular villainy. Complete the quote. We're going to do this one again. You've crossed the line from regular villainy into super villainy, cartoonish villainy, cartoonish supervillainy, or murder? Which of those four complete that quote? So you've crossed the line from regular villainy into supervillainy. You've crossed the line from regular villainy into cartoonish villainy. You've crossed the line from regular villainy into cartoonish supervillainy. Or you've crossed the line from regular villainy into murder. Which is the correct one? I feel like these were just made to be difficult to say. Question 8. Complete the end of the thinking behind the B Sharp's name. We need a name that's witty at first, but... What's the end of that sentence? We need a name that's witty at first, but hilarious on reflection. We need a name that's witty at first, but doesn't need to make sense. We need a name that's witty at first, but that gets less funny every time you hear it. We need a name that's witty at first, but is actually quite insulting. Which of those four correctly finish that sentence? So we need a name that's witty at first, but is it hilarious on reflection, doesn't need to make sense, that gets less funny every time you hear it, or is actually quite insulting? Question 9. How did Mr. Burns respond to the information that there's an adorable little boy here to see you, sir? Did he say, "You there, what day is it? Excellent. Begin the thawing of Jim Neighbours." Neighbours? Release the hounds. Or I didn't order any boy. How did Mr. Burns respond to the information that there's an adorable little boy here to see you, sir? Did he say, "You there, what day is it?" Did he say, "Excellent. Begin the thawing of Jim Neighbours"? I think it's pronounced Neighbours. Did he say, "Release the hounds"? Or did he say, "I didn't order any boy"? Question 10. Complete this date night chat up classic. That's too funny. I can't remember when I've heard a funnier anecdote. Okay, now you tell one. Or, that's too funny. I can't remember when I've heard a funnier anecdote. It can't be true. You're a liar. That's too funny. I can't remember when I've heard a funnier anecdote. You're making me laugh just like my mother said you wouldn't. Or is it, that's too funny. I can't remember when I've heard a funnier anecdote. Do you mind if I pretend it's my own? So how do we complete that date night chat up classic? That's too funny. I can't remember when I've heard a funnier anecdote. Is it, okay, now you tell one. It can't be true. You're a liar. You're making me laugh just like my mother said you wouldn't. Or do you mind if I pretend it's my own? I'm going to give you about 30 seconds here to go back through this round and just make sure you've selected what you think are the right answers before we go on to the next round. There's a lot of Spanish. Is that Spanish going on in the chat? Amazing. Gone international. Gone global. So yeah, I'm going to give you another 30 seconds. To come back to the question that I saw in the chat earlier, is there any point in having a presenter? Really what I'm doing is we're all trying to take this quiz together as for fun, I guess. And also to give the corrector monkeys time to correct. So please do stay with me and let's go through it at a group pace. Like friends. Let's be friends. I'm so lonely in isolation, clearly. Okay, let's go on to the next round. Round 3. Really simple one here. It's true or false. So we can probably go a little bit quicker here, but again, I'll try not to go too fast for people. So you have a 50% chance here of being right because it's true or false. So I like those odds, as the quiz page says. So number 1, Lionel Hutz never appeared in The Simpsons after the death of the voice actor Phil Hartman. Is that true or false? Lionel Hutz never appeared in The Simpsons after the death of the voice actor Phil Hartman. Is that true or false? Question 2. Lisa Simpson's IQ is greater than or equal to 160. Is that true or false? Question 2. Lisa Simpson's IQ is greater than or equal to 160. Is that true or false? Question 3. Ms. Hoover is replaced by Mr. Bergstrom because she is suffering from Lyme disease. Is that true or is that false? Question 3. Ms. Hoover is replaced by Mr. Bergstrom because she's suffering from Lyme disease. Is that true or is that false? Question 4. The Simpsons movie was released in 2007. Is that true or false? The Simpsons movie was released in 2007. True or false? So hot in here. Question 4. Question 5. Bart and Lisa are voiced by the same actor. True or false? Bart and Lisa are voiced by the same actor. True or false? Question 6. When Bart runs for class president against Martin, he is nominated by Milhouse. Is that true or false? Question 6. When Bart runs for class president against Martin, he is nominated by Milhouse. Is that true or is it false? Question 7. Homer's middle name is Jay. J-A-Y. Homer's middle name is Jay. Is that true or false? Question 7. Homer's middle name is Jay. True or false? Question 8. Homer's mother, Mona Simpson, was voiced by Meryl Streep. Is that true or false? Okay, I'm starting to go a little fast again. I'll slow it back down. Homer's mother, Mona Simpson, was voiced by Meryl Streep. Is that true or false? Question 9. The Simpsons is currently in season 31. True or false? The Simpsons are currently in season 31. True or false? 10. Question 10, the last question of the round. Johnny Cash did a guest voice appearance in The Simpsons. True or false? Johnny Cash did a guest voice appearance in The Simpsons. True or false? I'll give you about 30 seconds to go back. Somebody commented, can you slow down please? I can't Google the answers that fast. Okay, so I'll give you 30 seconds to go back over the answers in that round and make sure you've selected an answer for every question. You have a 50% chance of getting every question right. So, because it's true or false, that's pretty good. I'll give you 30 seconds to go back over and make sure you have everything answered. And then we will move on. The comments are making me laugh. They're very good. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. All right, will we move on to the next round? Round 4, celebrity appearances. So question 1, which US astronaut appeared as himself in season 5? Was it Mike Massimino, Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, or Michael Collins? I think it was called The Presenter That Couldn't Slow Down. Amazing. Okay. I've noted which US astronaut appeared as himself in season 5. I'll go a bit slower in this round because it's not just true or false. So which US astronaut appeared as himself in season 5? Was it Mike Massimino? Don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, or Michael Collins? I see a question in the chat. Do we get an update on how the teams are doing? Unfortunately, no. The way that it works is when we submit at the very end is when we get an update. So, no is the short answer. But you will get a pretty quick update, and then we will actually haven't addressed this yet. So what we what we will do is you'll get a pretty immediate result from your questions, and then we will go and tally and figure out if there is a tiebreaker. We'll figure out the top 10 teams, and if there is a tiebreaker, that's why you were asked to give your email at the start, and further instructions will be emailed to you. A couple of people asking in the chat what "don't hate, isolate" means in the background. It means nothing. It just was a series of letters I put together, and it also rhymes. And I'm in isolation. I was making an isolation TikTok, so it means nothing. So, which US astronaut appeared as himself in season 5? Mike Massinimo, Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, or Michael Collins? Going to question 2. Which real-life quartet provided the voices for the B Sharps? Was it the Beatles, the Dapper Dans, the Monkees, or the Pretenders? So, which real-life quartet provided the voices for the B Sharps? Is it the Beatles, the Dapper Dans, the Monkees, or the Pretenders? So, which real-life quartet provided the voices for the B Sharps? The Beatles, the Dapper Dans, the Monkees, or the Pretenders? We ready to go to question 3? Someone wrote in the chat, nice Joker from the 90s. Thanks. I've been wearing it since the 90s. Question 3. Sir Patrick Stewart guest starred as number 1. The head of which secret organisation? Is it the Super Friends, the Flying Hellfish, the Springfield Police, or the Stonecutters? Question 3. Same question. We're not moving on yet. Sir Patrick Stewart guest starred as number 1. The head of which secret organisation? Was it the Super Friends, the Flying Hellfish, the Springfield Police, or the Stonecutters? We ready to go on to question 4? Question 4. Kirk Douglas guest starred as which Itchy and Scratchy writer? Kirk Douglas guest starred as which Itchy and Scratchy writer? Was it Chester J. Lampwick, Roger Myers Sr., Roger Myers Jr., or the Harvard-educated junior writer? So Kirk Douglas guest starred as which Itchy and Scratchy writer? Was it Chester J. Lampwick, Roger Myers Sr., Roger Myers Jr., or the Harvard-educated junior writer? Are we ready to go to question 5? Billy Corgan guest starred in season 7. Of which band is he the lead singer? Is it Sonic Youth, Cypress Hill, Smashing Pumpkins, or the London Symphony Orchestra? So Billy Corgan guest starred in season 7. Of which band is he the lead singer? Sonic Youth, Cypress Hill, Smashing Pumpkins, or the London Symphony Orchestra? So someone is commenting and asking, am I not supposed to be going ahead, or what's the story? Ideally, we would all be doing this together, yeah, for the crack. And then it would make life easier, more fun, I suppose. Yeah, ideally you would be doing it with us. Okay, we're moving on to question 6. Let me know if I need to speed up. I'm trying to make sure I'm going slow enough. So, question 6. Who provided the voice for Larry Burns in season 8? Was it Leonard Nimoy, Rodney Dangerfield, Phil Hartman, or William Dafoe? Who provided the voice for Larry Burns in season 8? Was it Leonard Nimoy, Rodney Dangerfield, Phil Hartman, or William Dafoe? Oh, the quotes in the chat are making me laugh. Okay, so question 7. Who voices Maggie's first word? Is it Elizabeth Taylor, Dolly Parton, James Earl Jones, or Maria Wallace? So who voices Maggie's first word? Elizabeth Taylor, Dolly Parton, James Earl Jones, or Maria Wallace? Someone saying speed up. Question 8. Which Beatle was the first to guest star? Was it Paul McCartney, George Harrison, John Lennon, or Ringo Starr? Which Beatle was the first to guest star? Was it Paul McCartney, George Harrison, John Lennon, or Ringo Starr? Question 9. Someone said, well, ideally you would use a quiz app where you couldn't go ahead. Well, slightly more difficult to run a quiz for 600 people, but whatever. than I first anticipated. So anyway, question 9. From these options, who was the first official guest voice actor on The Simpsons? Was it Kelsey Grammer as Sideshow Bob, Ron Taylor as Bleeding Gums Murphy, John Lovitz as Artie Ziff, or Danny DeVito as Herb Powell? So from these options, who was the first official guest, and guest is in inverted commas, voice actor on The Simpsons? Kelsey Grammer as Sideshow Bob, Ron Taylor as Bleeding Gums Murphy, John Lovitz as Artie Ziff, and Danny DeVito as Herb Powell. Someone said, what exactly makes someone an official guest? Question 10. True or false? Sting voiced himself in season 3. True or false? Question 10. True or false? Sting voiced himself in season 3. True or false? I'm going to give you 30 seconds to go back, the usual crack, go back to that page and make sure you have everything that you want ticked. Yeah, all good. Do you know what you want to answer? Ireland Simpsons fans, if you need me to know anything urgently, please text me directly. I do not have time to go back through my WhatsApps. Right, we are moving on. We are on round 5. We're halfway done. Hell yeah. So, Ireland Simpsons fans, round 5. How well do you remember these classics? Ooh, Treehouse of Horror, love it. Okay, so 1. No TV and no beer make Homer something something. What is the something something? Is it go crazy? Is it a dull boy? Is it lose his mind? Or is it go to Moe's? So no TV and no beer make Homer go crazy. No TV and no beer make Homer a dull boy. No TV and no beer make Homer lose his mind. Or no TV and no beer make Homer go to Moe's. What is the answer? Question 2. Who is in every one of the first 20 Treehouse of Horror episodes? Is it Ned Flanders, Groundskeeper Willie, Kang and Kodos, or Principal Skinner? Who is in every one of the first 20 Treehouse of Horror episodes? Is it Ned Flanders? Is it Groundskeeper Willie? Is it Kang and Kodos? Or is it Principal Skinner? Okay, so question 3. What was the name of Kang and Kodos's book about humans? Was it How to Cook for 40 Humans? How to Cook 40 Humans? How to Be Human? Or How to Teleport Humans? What was the name of Kang and Kodos's book about humans? Was it How to Cook for 40 Humans? Was it How to Cook 40 Humans? Was it How to Be Human? Or was it How to Teleport Humans? I am going to take at the end of this round, I'm going to take a quick beer break. Everyone can take a quick beer break and then we will move on, but we'll finish this round first. So we are on question 4 now. What kind of animal takes over the world in a Treehouse of Horror episode? Is it greyhounds, dolphins, bears, or horses? What kind of animal takes over the world in a Treehouse of Horror episode? Is it greyhounds, dolphins, bears, or horses? Question 5. What is the name of Bart's twin brother who lives in the attic? Is it Henry, Hank, Harry, or Hugo? Question 5. What is the name of Bart's twin brother who lives in the attic? Henry, Hank, Harry, or Hugo? So question 6. What kind of donut does Homer want from Lard Lad? Is it colossal, supersize, super big, or stupidly big? What kind of donut does Homer want from Lard Lad? Is it colossal, supersize, super big, or stupidly big? Question 7. In Treehouse of Horror is that one? Who narrates the tale? Yeah, the Raven. Is it Edgar Allan Poe, James Woods, Morgan Freeman, or James Earl Jones? The Quizmaster, someone wrote, the Quizmaster is hatless. Repeat, hatless. Question 7. In Treehouse of Horror 1, who narrates the tale The Raven? Is it Edgar Allan Poe, James Woods, Morgan Freeman, or James Earl Jones? Question 8. In Treehouse of Horror 6, I'm not good at Roman numerals. Who did Groundskeeper Willie attack with a pair of hedge clippers in Nightmare on Evergreen Terrace? Was it Lisa, Bart, Milhouse, or Nelson? Who did Groundskeeper Willie attack with a pair of hedge clippers in Nightmare on Evergreen Terrace? Lisa, Bart, Milhouse, or Nelson? Someone commented, the quizmaster has a tell. She looks at the camera when it's the obvious wrong answer. That would, I mean, if that were true, that would require me to know the answers. Which I do, definitely. Question 9, sorry. How does Homer trick the devil so he doesn't have to give him his soul? How does Homer trick the devil so he doesn't have to give him his soul? Does he rip up the contract they made? Doesn't finish the donut given to him? Does he run away? Or he just doesn't actually sign the contract? So how does Homer trick the devil so he doesn't have to give him his soul? He rips up the contract that we made. He doesn't finish the donut given to him. He runs away, or he doesn't actually sign the contract. Question 10, and this is the last question of the round. Before we do the last question of the round, because I don't want to lose you, I just want to let you know that donations are open again at the original link. If you are enjoying this, if you have joined late, you haven't donated yet, please go to the original link and add to the donations. It's for a loan for the charity that works with the elderly who really need our help at this time with the coronavirus going around in particular. So We are so close to raising €5,000. Thank you so much. Give yourselves a round of applause. And anyone else who wants to add in, please add it in. So, question 10. When Homer goes to hell, one of his tortures is to eat all the donuts in the world, which he succeeds in doing. But how many minutes did it take for James Coco to go mad under the same torture? Was it 2, 10, 15, or 5? Question 10. Last question of the round. When Homer goes to hell, one of his tortures is to eat all the donuts in the world, which he succeeds in doing. But how many minutes did it take for James Coco to go mad under the same torture? Was it 2 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, or 5 minutes? So I will give you 30 seconds to go back over this round. And we are going to take our beer break here. So people have put in the comments what they want to use their break for. You can use your break for whatever you want. I'm going to stay here because I am live streaming. So I'm going to just sit here and chat to anyone who wants to stay. I'm going to give everybody else 2 minutes. So if you need to go to the bathroom, get going. And if you need to get to the fridge to get beer, go quickly. I'm going to give 2 minutes on the clock. How do I do this? There we go. 2 minutes on the clock for a break. If you want me to answer anything, please leave it in the comments. We have raised €4,600 so far. That is absolutely amazing. Well done, guys. It's awesome. Quizmaster, can you have a clapping round for everybody self-isolating? Yes, of course. Well done to everyone self-isolating, including me. We are the real heroes. No, I'm joking. The nurses and doctors are the real heroes. But yeah, well done to everyone who is self-isolating. Someone wants to know, can they take a whiskey break? You don't have any beer? Absolutely. Go for it. Yeah, so well done to everyone who is self-isolating. Thank you for donating. I really appreciate it. Thank you for joining us. This is the first live stream I've ever done, the first table quiz I've ever hosted. So I was very worried I wouldn't do very well. So thank you for making it easier. And yeah, does anybody want to ask any questions? The questions in the comments were like a quiz, but what was really like the quiz was the quiz. Oh, 40 seconds left of the break. I hope people are running back from the bathroom and from the fridge. 30 seconds. Yes, also a round of applause for Ireland Simpsons Fans. Thank you guys for coming up with this idea. Thank you for coming up with all the questions. Holy moly, you really know The Simpsons. And thank you for letting me host it. That's pretty sick. So thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, we must be getting close now. Oh, 5 seconds. 5 seconds. 2 seconds. 1 second. Right. No messing around, hey. It took too longer than 2 minutes for your beer break. You're left behind. Okay, let's all move on to the next round. We're on round 6. Somebody asked what's in my cup. It's coffee. I actually do have an alcoholic drink here, which I'm going to crack open next. It's my alcoholic drink of choice. But this is a coffee because I needed the energy. And then I also have water here because it's really warm in this room. Okay, round 6. Flanders Family. Question 1. Which sitcom does Ned feel guilty for having laughed at? Is it Friends, Seinfeld, Married with Children, or Curb Your Enthusiasm? Which sitcom does Ned Flanders feel guilty for having laughed at? Is it Friends, Seinfeld, Married with Children, or Curb Your Enthusiasm? Question 2. Somebody said it's too late for coffee, Jesus. It is only 7:45. Question 2. What is the name of the stripper? Question 2. What is the name of the stripper that Ned marries in Las Vegas? Is it Amber, Ginger, Mary Ellen, or Hazel? I'm smiling because someone commented, this is the perfectly cromulent quiz. Question 2. What is the name of the stripper that Ned marries in Las Vegas? Is it Amber, Ginger, Mary Ellen, or Hazel? Question 3. What was Ned Flanders' occupation before he quit to open the Leftorium? Was it pharmacist, shop manager, librarian, or he had no job? What was Ned Flanders' occupation before he quit to open the Leftorium? Pharmacist, shop manager, librarian, or he had no job. Question 4. Who is older? Rod Flanders or Todd Flanders? Who is older? Rod or Todd? Question 5. What habit of Maud's is Ned's pet peeve? Reading to the children from the New Testament. A snifter of port at Christmas. What habit of Maud's is Ned's pet peeve? Reading to the children from the New Testament. A snifter of port at Christmas. Underlining passages in the Bible. Or using right-handed utensils. Question 6. In Homer Loves Flanders, what is the name of the homeless shelter that Ned and Homer volunteer at? Question 6. In Homer Loves Flanders, what is the name of the homeless shelter that Ned and Homer volunteer at? Is it a home from homeless, Helter Shelter, Steve's Gruel House, or Chuck's? In Homer Loves Flanders, what is the name of the homeless shelter that Ned and Homer volunteer at? Is it a home from homeless, Helter Shelter, Steve's Gruel House, or Chuck's? Question 7. According to Maud, why doesn't Ned believe in insurance? Is it because it's forbidden in the Bible? Jesus never had insurance. He considers it a form of gambling, or he relies on the mercy of prayer. According to Maud, why doesn't Ned believe in insurance? It's forbidden in the Bible. Jesus never had insurance. He considers it a form of gambling. He relies on the mercy of prayer. Question 8. What is the name of Ned's bowling team? Is it On the Straight and Narrow? Holy Rollers? Jesus Take the Lane? And Gloria in Excelsis Bowl? In Excelsis Bowl. Glory in Excelsis Bowl. So what is the name of Ned's bowling team? Is it On the Straight and Narrow, Holy Rollers, Jesus Take the Line, Gloria in Excelsis Bowl? Question 9. When Bart accuses Ned of murdering Maud in Bart of Darkness, what kind of head was in Ned's fridge? When Bart accuses Ned of murdering Maud in Bart of Darkness, what kind of head was in Ned's fridge? Was it a head of cabbage, a human head, a head of lettuce, or a pig's head? When Bart accuses Ned of murdering Maud in Bart of Darkness, what kind of head was in Ned's fridge? Was it a head of cabbage, a human head, a head of lettuce, or a pig's head? Someone has commented and asked, Quizmaster, will you do a spin on the swivel chair? And I will, after this round. So question 10, how old is Ned? Is it 40, 45, 50, or 60? How old is Ned? Is he 40, 45, 50, or 60? I give you 30 seconds to go back through the questions in this round and make sure you have everything you want to ticked. I'll do my best to give you a spin. I don't know if I can do a full spin on this, but we'll give it a go. Very difficult. Okay, let me go again. Hang on. Ugh, it moves too much. She moves. Yeah, very difficult. I need to nail it to the actual ground. There. Hopefully that's good enough. Okay, we got her to spin. What will she do next? She'll go to the next round is what she'll do next. So we are on round 7. Oh no, don't go back. Oh Lord above. I've lost access. Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to get back to... We're on round 7. Everybody wait for me. Technology, huh? Huh? Sure we can't live without it. This gives you an extra couple of really important seconds to make sure that you have all your answers, all your ducks in a row from the last round. Okay, round 7. I'm back. Okay. This is a Sideshow Bob round. So question 1. What crime did Bob try to frame Krusty for? Was it robbing the Quickie Mart? Was it robbing the Try and Save? Was it kidnapping Moe? Or was it breaking into Ned Flanders' home? What crime did Bob try to frame Krusty for? Was it robbing the Quickie Mart? Was it robbing the Try and Save? Was it kidnapping Moe? Or was it breaking into Ned Flanders' home? Question 2. What Bouvier family member does Bob marry? Was it Patty, Selma, Jacqueline, or Marge? What Bouvier family member does Bob marry? Was it Patty, Selma, Jacqueline, or Marge? Question 3. What is the name of Bob's brother? Is it Charlie, Con, Cecil, or Casper? What is the name of Bob's brother? Is it Charlie, Con, Cecil, or Casper? Question 4. What is Bob's middle name? Terwilliger, Terwilliger, Cornelius, Underdunk, or Bob? What is Bob's middle name? Is it Terwilliger, Cornelius, Underdunk, or Bob? Someone in the comments said, can we get the poor girl an aircon? I thank you very much for your concern. It's because I have a light shining directly into my face. It's very warm. But I am about to crack open a cold one, so I'll be fine. What is Bob's middle name? Is it Terwilliger, Cornelius, Underdunk, or Bob? Moving on to question 5. In the episode Cape Fear, what opera score does Bart request that Sideshow Bob sing for him? Pirates of Penzance, Le Nozze di Figaro, I cannot pronounce these things, the HMS Pinafore, or Rigoletto? Rigoletto? In the episode Cape Fear, what opera score does Bart request that Sideshow Bob sing for him? Is it Pirates of Penzance, Le Nozze di Figaro, the HMS Pinafore, or Rigoletto? Now, I have butchered the pronunciation of all of those. So use your best judgment as to how they should be pronounced. Checking the comments. I think the next request is for me to dab. I'll think about that one. In the Italian Bob, question 6, in the Italian Bob, what sort of motorbike does Sideshow Bob have? Is it a Kawasaki Z1000, a Ducati 749, a Yamaha XT500, or a Honda CB750? Hell yeah, I bet you thought you'd get me with those ones, but I was able to pronounce them. Question 6, in the Italian Bob, what sort of motorbike does Sideshow Bob have? Is it Kawasaki Z1000? Is it Kawasaki Z1000? Is it a Ducati 749? Is it a Yamaha XT500? Or is it a Honda CB750? Question 7. True or false? Bob has a PhD. Someone has left a question and said that they think that all the answers in question 6 are incorrect. Feel free to tweet at Ireland Simpsons Fans if you believe that's really the case. But you have to pick one. Question 7. True or false? Bob has a PhD. True or false? Does Bob have a PhD? True or false? Question 8. In Cape Fear, how many rakes did Sideshow Bob walk on? Was it 10, 12, 20, or 8? In Cape Fear, how many rakes did Sideshow Bob walk on? Was it 10, 12, 20, or 8? Question 9. What famous musical does Bob's prison number play homage to? Is it Blood Brothers, Les Miserables, Sweeney Todd, or Chicago? What famous musical does Bob's prison number play homage to? Is it Blood Brothers, Les Miserables, Sweeney Todd, or Chicago? Question 10. How many episodes has Sideshow Bob appeared in? Is it 25, more than 25, or fewer than 25? How many episodes has Sideshow Bob appeared in? Is it 25, more than 25, or fewer than 25? I'll give you 30 seconds to check your answers from that quiz while I crack open a cold one. People are wanting to know what my drink of choice is. I'd say you'd be fairly surprised. I have a bottle opener here that says Simpsons bottle opener, and it used to say beer when you used it, but it doesn't work anymore. So my personal drink of choice, which will surprise you because I am not a 17-year-old, is Blue WKD. Not sponsored. And I'm not promoting it either. Oh my god, I broke the bottle opener. Oh, this is a nightmare. Okay, I've got it back. I will also dab for you now, because I don't embarrass very easily, so I don't mind. Oh my god, someone said that spider is huge. What spider? Don't scare me like that. Okay, so a dab is this, right? That's a dab. Please let me be right and not out of the loop. Let's move on to the next. At least your drink matched your hoodie and background. Listen, always thinking. Okay, round 8, Krusty the Clown. Let's do this. Question 1. Which actor is Krusty's half-brother? Is it Luke Perry, Matthew Broderick, Charlie Sheen, or Michael Douglas? Someone's saying the spider's on my shoulder. Stop it, guys. I'm not going to fall for it. Which actor is Krusty's half-brother? Is it Luke Perry, Matthew Broderick, Charlie Sheen, or Michael Douglas? Drinking Blue Wicked and doing a dab, you're 12. Hell yeah. Question 2. Krusty held a telethon to raise money for what illness? Krusty held a telethon to raise money for what illness? Was it motion sickness, HIV, cancer, or stomach ache? Krusty held a telethon to raise money for what illness? Was it motion sickness, HIV, cancer, or stomach ache? Question 3. When his show is in trouble, Krusty seeks advice from which former host of The Tonight Show? Is it Jack Parr? Someone said I laugh like Dr. Hibbert, which I've heard before. Question 3. When his show is in trouble, Krusty seeks advice from which former host of The Tonight Show? Is it Jack Parr, Jay Leno, Johnny Carson, or Steve Allen? When his show is in trouble, Krusty seeks advice from which former host of The Tonight Show? Is it Jack Parr, Jay Leno, Johnny Carson, or Steve Allen? Question 4. What bill does Krusty like to use to light his cigarettes? Is it a $20 bill, a $50 bill, a $100 bill, or a $10 bill? What bill does Krusty like to use to light his cigarettes? Is it a $20 bill, a $50 bill, a $100 bill, or a $10 bill? Question 5. What basketball team did Krusty bet his money on in an attempt to pay his debt to the mob? Was it the Harlem Globetrotters, the Bulls, the Lakers, or the Generals? What basketball team did Krusty bet his money on in an attempt to pay his debt to the mob? Was it the Harlem Globetrotters, the Bulls, the Lakers, or the Generals? Question 6. After Krusty fakes his own death due to tax problems, what new pseudonym does he adopt? Robert D. Dunglebear, Rory B. Bellows, Robert D. Bellows, or Rory D. Dunglebear? Oh, it's Dunglebear. Sorry, not Dunglebear. Dunglebear. I'm laughing at the comments because you're all roasting me for drinking blue WKD. Question 6. After Krusty fakes his own death due to tax problems, what new pseudonym does he adopt? Robert D. Dunglebear, Rory B. Bellows, Robert D. Bellows, or Rory D. Dunglebear? Question 7. What is Krusty's connection to Elvis Presley? They were born on the same day. They both call their living complexes Graceland. Both of their careers began in Tupelo, Mississippi. Or they both hate the Irish. What is Krusty's connection to Elvis Presley? Were they born on the same day? Do they both call their living complexes Graceland? Did both their careers begin in Tupelo, Mississippi? Or do they both hate the Irish? Question 8. When Krusty proposes some amended lyrics to the Red Hot Chili Peppers, what song does he want to change? Is it Danny California? Is it Give It Away? Is it Californication? Or is it Other Side? When Krusty proposes some amended lyrics to the Red Hot Chili Peppers, what song does he want to change? Danny California, Give It Away, Californication, or Other Side? I've seen some comments there in the chat asking people to stop posting answers in the chat. Yeah, that would be great. Please don't do that. If you want to take part in this quiz, click the link. You should be able to still donate. The donations are still open, but you should be able to get a form yourself and catch up to us if you want to take part. Yeah, please do not post the answers in the chat because it's zero crack. Okay, so question 9. How many times has Krusty been married? Is it never? Is it once? Is it 3 times? Or is it 15 times? How many times has Krusty been married? Is it never? Is it once? Is it 3 times? Or is it 15 times? Someone commented, I've had it up to here with your rules. Question 10. True or false? Krusty is illiterate. True or false? Krusty is illiterate. True or false? I'll give you 30 seconds to go back through your answers in that quiz. I'm taking a quick look through the tweets with the hashtag. And I'm going to check out the comments. Somebody's saying the donation didn't work to get access. Oh, I see what you mean. I'm just going to check that. The donations are still open. Hang on 2 seconds. Oh, I have a message. I have a message about some of the best names of teams. The only prize you're getting is pride of being called out as some of the best team names. But here are some of the best team names. Superfluous Third Nipple. Don Mattingly's Sideburns. Oh, fantastic. That one's... I like that one. I shaved my husband's head yesterday and we made a lot of you better shave those sideburns jokes. The Lizard Queens. I call him Gambler. And Max Power with the $sign. Nice. Sorry, I have been sent a message that from... I'm not sure if I'm supposed to read that out or not. But it's a message in the chat that said, can we get a big shout out for the unicorn vest one of the mods is wearing while he corrects these. So, I'm not sure if I'm supposed to read that out or not. But look, if you send it to me while I'm on live, it's getting read out. Okay, so I had a quick look through the hashtag. Loads of people are tweeting about it. Good stuff, keep it up. We're going to move on now to round 9. So we're moving on to round 9. We are so close to the end. Someone said you're dabbing, drinking Blue Wicket and you're married. Yes, because those 3 things do not, like, they can go together. I didn't realise it was a rule. Once you got married, you weren't allowed to dab or drink Blue Wicket anymore. Okay, we are on round 9, rounding it off. So, question 1. In what year did the B Sharps form? 1984? 1985? 1986? Or 1987? Question 1. In what year did the B Sharps form? 1984, 1985, 1986, and 1987. So in what year did the B Sharps form? Was it 84, 85, 86, or 87? Question 2. Where did Homer and Marge get married? Someone called me a boomer in the chat. I'm a proud millennial, excuse you. Question 2. Where did Homer and Marge get married? Was it the First Church of Springfield, the Divine Madness Wedding Fantasy Chapel, Springfield Drive-Thru Marriage Parlour, or Shotgun Pete's Wedding Chapel? Question 2. Sorry, someone commented in the chat and said my husband's new haircut makes him look like an onion. Where did Homer and Marge get married? Question 2. First Church of Springfield, Divine Madness Wedding Fantasy Chapel, Springfield Drive-Thru Marriage Parlour, or Shotgun Pete's Wedding Chapel? Question 3. Where were shorts of The Simpsons first shown? Where were shorts of The Simpsons first shown? Was it The Tracy Ullman Show, The Late Show with David Letterman, the CNN Entertainment Channel, or Saturday Night Live? Someone commented, I was saying boomer. Fantastic reference. Where were shorts of The Simpsons first shown? Was it The Tracy Ullman Show, The Late Show with David Letterman, the CNN Entertainment Channel, Greensville, Poolville, Shelbyville, or Dirksville? Question 4. What is Springfield's neighbouring rival town called? Is it Greensville, Poolville, Shelbyville, or Dirksville? I'm looking at the chat there, and if people could stop just posting in the word Brazil over and over again, that'd be great. It's so we could actually see the comments. Question 5. Which of these is not a feature you may remember Troy McClure from? Is it The President's Head is Missing, P is for Psycho, Alice Doesn't Live Anymore, or 2 minus 3 equals negative? The President's Head is Missing, P is for Psycho, Alice Doesn't Live Anymore, or 2 minus 3 equals negative fun? So question 6, which of these is not one of the 7 duffs? Is it remorseful, angry, dizzy, or edgy? Which of these is not one of the 7 duffs? Remorseful, angry, dizzy, or edgy? Question 7. Which singer does Homer mistake for a cleaning lady when she is in Miami to perform the halftime show at the Super Bowl? Sorry, I'm laughing because someone in the chat said her tell is when she sips Blue WKD, clearly. Well, it's literally just that I'm talking too much to be able to drink more. Question 7. Which singer does Homer mistake for a cleaning lady when she is in Miami to perform the halftime show at the Super Bowl? Is it Blondie, Dolly Parton, Kesha, or Beyonce? Which singer does Homer mistake for a cleaning lady when she is in Miami to perform the halftime show at the Super Bowl? Is it Blondie, Dolly Parton, Kesha, or Beyonce? Question 8. Homer helps Apu study for his American citizenship test in Much Apu About Nothing. What does he say the 13 stripes on the American flag are for? The 13 colonies? Good luck. America was founded on Friday, 13th of July, 1776, or the 13 best-selling American recording artists. Homer helps Apu study for his American citizenship test in Much Apu About Nothing. What does he say the 13 stripes on the American flag are for? For the 13 colonies, for good luck, for the fact that America was founded on Friday, 13th of July, 1776, or for the 13 best-selling American recording artists. Question 9. Lisa investigates electoral fraud after the election of Sideshow Bob as the mayor of Springfield. What is the name of her dead pet cat that she finds on the list of voters? Is it Snowball 1, Snowball 2, Mittens, or Kitty? Oh my god, this blue wicket is repeating on me. I'm laughing as well because someone commented in the chat and said, Claire, 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 and then wrote, the quiz is out there. Lisa investigates electoral fraud after the election of Sideshow Bob as the mayor of Springfield. What is the name of her dead pet cat that she finds on the list of voters? Was it Snowball 1, Snowball 2, Mittens, or Kitty? Question 10. Which alien is revealed to be Maggie's true father in the story of horrors in Treehouse of Horrors 9? 1X. Which alien is revealed to be Maggie's true father in the story of horrors in Treehouse of Horrors 9? Is it Kang or is it Kodos? Is it Kang or is it Kodos? Quick update here that we are up to €4,707.86 raised for a loan. Thank you so much. The donation link is the pinned tweet on the ISF Twitter. If anybody wants to jump on board and join, that's at Ire Simpsons Fans, IRE Simpsons Fans on Twitter. It's their pinned tweet. and we are at €4,707.86. That is amazing. Well done. Okay, we are moving on. We are on round 10. So at the end of round 10, people will get a score. You'll get a score of how you've done so far. Don't forget, it will not return. Your answers are not submitted until we press submit at the end of the next round. But I will give you some time to make sure all your answers are in order before we all press submit together. You will get a score then, and then you will get a message, or I will get a message, with the winners and the top 10. If there is a tiebreak, further instructions will be emailed to those people involved in that tiebreak. But fingers crossed that doesn't happen. So maybe it's very exciting. Round 10, last round. Question 1. Where do Homer and Apu go to meet the Quickie Mart CEO? Was it Nepal, India, Pakistan, or Ohio? Where do Homer and Apu go to meet the Quickie Mart CEO? Was it Nepal, India, Pakistan, or Ohio? Question 2. Where does Homer win a trip to on a box of old crackers? Where does Homer win a trip to on a box of old crackers? Old animal crackers, excuse me. Was it Tanzania, Morocco, Brazil, or Japan? Where did Homer win a trip to on a box of old animal crackers? Was it Tanzania, Morocco, Brazil, or Japan? Question 3. In the Crepes of Wrath, Bart goes to France on exchange. What are the names of the men who forced him to make wine? Was it Pierre and Hugo, Thomas and Jean, Igor and Joseph, or Ugolin and Caesar? I have potentially ruined that pronunciation. In the Crepes of Wrath, Bart goes to France on exchange. What are the names of the men who forced him to make wine? Is it Pierre and Hugo, Thomas and Jean, Igor and Joseph, or Ugolin and Caesar? Question 4. What was the nationality of the actor who impersonated Lisa in Burns' Air? Was it Russian, Estonian, Polish, or Mongolian? What was the nationality of the actor who impersonated Lisa in Burns' Air? Was it Russian, Estonian, Polish, or Mongolian? Question 5. Which landmark didn't appear in the photo album Selma looks at while Patty is on a date with Principal Skinner? Which landmark didn't appear in the photo album Selma looks at while Patty is on a date with Principal Skinner? Is it the Eiffel Tower, Gettysburg, the Pyramids, or Lenin's tomb? Which landmark didn't appear in the photo album Selma looks at while Patty is on a date with Principal Skinner? The Eiffel Tower, Gettysburg, the Pyramids, or Lenin's tomb? Question 6. Which Prime Minister greeted the Simpsons when they visited England? Was it David Cameron, Tony Blair, Gordon Brown, or Margaret Thatcher? Which Prime Minister greeted the Simpsons when they visited England? David Cameron, Tony Blair, Gordon Brown, or Margaret Thatcher? Question 7. What was the name of the pub that the Simpsons visited in Ireland? O'Reilly's, O'Regan's, O'Finnerty's, O'Flanagan's. What was the name of the pub that the Simpsons visited in Ireland? O'Reilly's, O'Regan's, O'Finnerty's, or O'Flanagan's? Question 8. Who left Homer's car in New York City? Who left Homer's car in New York City? Homer, Moe, Barney, or Bart? Was it Homer, Moe, Barney, or Bart? Question 9. Someone has pointed out in the chat that in question 5, Gettysburg was misspelled. And if that's true, I just want to point it out because I know it will annoy the person who did it. Question 9. Which US state does Bart drive to with Nelson, Milhouse, and Martin to visit the World Fair? Is that meant to be fair? Which US state does Bart drive to with Nelson, Milhouse, and Martin to visit what I presume is supposed to be the World Fair? Louisiana, Texas, Tennessee, or Mississippi? Which US state does Bart drive to with Nelson, Milhouse, and Martin to visit the World Fair? Louisiana, Texas, Tennessee, or Mississippi? And question 10. Where in the world was Grandpa Simpson's based during his stint with the flying hellfish? We're getting loose with the syntax and the grammar here now. Where in the world, it's supposed to say, where in the world was Grandpa Simpson based during his stint with the flying hellfish? Ardennes, can't pronounce it, Belgium, Normandy, France, Dunkirk, France, or Guam? Where in the world was Grandpa Simpson based during his stint with the flying hellfish? Ardennes, Belgium, Normandy, France, Dunkirk, France, or Guam? So, take a second and go back over any questions you want to double check before you press submit. Once you press submit, that's it. Your answers are in. So take a quick second to go back. Make sure you have everything ticked. You have an answer ticked for every question. And when you're ready, click submit. And let the madness begin. What now, Clisare? Somebody wants to know. So now, once you're ready, press submit, and then I will get the list of the winning teams. Here we go. It's being totted up, and we're not turning off the stream yet. We have to announce whoever won, and if there is a tiebreaker, we'll have to email you the steps in order to break that tiebreaker, and it's going to be wild. So you might as well hang around for that one. Yes. I have been sent a message that says, stall. Our monkeys are working really hard to put together mark all your answers. Somebody wants to know, is that a Beamish glass? No. It's Budweiser glass. But also, don't like Budweiser either. I just happen to have the glass. I actually am having so much fun, David. This is so much fun. I can't believe I never live streamed before. Although, to be fair, it's cool to have a really concrete thing to do on a live stream. I feel like if I didn't have this, I would just be talking shite, to be honest. Are we all submitting? Somebody wants to know, will we publish the answers after? I'll answer that question when the admins of Ireland Simpsons Fans watch this live stream and text me the answer. So about 5 seconds, I'd say, considering the delay on the live stream. Have we all submitted? Someone wants to know, is there any way to dispute incorrect answers? So if you feel that the answer that is given as the correct one wasn't correct, feel free to tweet at Ireland Simpsons Fans. I am sure they would love to to get into a really long debate about this. He said Ireland Simpsons Fans will email the answers to everyone. So you will get the answers, yeah. You will get the answers, so you get to check what exactly you got right or wrong. I'm going to check the hashtag, seeing as I don't have any answers or any winners yet. I'm checking the hashtag. Somebody said there was at least 3 wrong answers. Definitely tweet at Ireland Simpsons Fans. Somebody said some of the fake answers were great. Clearly the question writer person should be writing for The Simpsons. I agree. I think it was a very well done quiz. I think the admins from Ireland Simpsons Fans have done really, really well. I'm checking the hashtag now. Oh, it's very warm. Somebody said, is there a way to dispute my own stupidity? And someone said, no, it's the quizmasters who are wrong. Which, isn't it always? Okay. So, sorry, I'm laughing at the comments. Okay, I'm going to check the hashtag. A lot of pictures of people coming in. I'm trying to find something that I could read out. Yeah. Ireland Simpsons Fans did point out that it was great promo for Blue WKD. But hey, right? They need it. Okay? Let's see. Why is someone with the Genius at Work shirt disputing answers on a quiz for a children's show? So everything is wrapped up in a neat little package. This quiz is a sham. Great comments. Let's all celebrate with a cool glass of turnip juice. Okay, 30 seconds. Get submitting. We are almost there. You have 30 seconds to submit if you want to submit and be considered to win. Hurry up. 30 seconds. 30 more seconds. Somebody said that the couch quiz in aid of Alone Ireland is the perfect remedy for isolation blues on Twitter. Thank you, Natasha. I hope you've had a good time. I've actually really enjoyed this. Even though it's just me alone in my room, like spinning on a chair and dabbing. But I've had a great time. So, yeah. Somebody said on Twitter, can you help us get over the line to 5,000? What with the cocooning in effect and all. And yeah, that is something to be considered. Elderly people, it has been recommended that they cocoon, which sucks. Pretty much. So, like, they have to stay in their house to stay safe. So Alone will be needed in this time. If anyone else hasn't yet donated and wants to donate, please do that. It's a pinned tweet on the Ireland Simpsons Fans Twitter. Taking a look now again. Ben Connolly said that the quiz was way too easy. Well, I can't wait to see what your results are, Ben Connolly. Okay, we are closed. No more answers. I will have the top 10 very shortly. Ooh, someone tweeted, and now we play the waiting game, which is so true. Loving all these pictures. Somebody tweeted, finally, some culture representation about the Ireland question. Lots of people streaming this on their TV. Hell yeah, made it to the television, Ma. Alright. Do I have... Ooh. It turns out there is no tie break. There's an outright winner. Some team has won the quiz. So on one hand, that's exciting. And on the other hand, arguably less exciting. But who won? That is the question. And I am not stalling for time. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to spin and dab at the same time. Because I am absolutely not stalling for time right now. Would it be easier to spin and dab the other way? Yes, it is actually easier to go the other way. Why? Someone please explain the science in that to me. This is my bad hand as well. Still don't have the answer, so I'm going to go again. Oh, lordy. Someone give me something else to do. I wish I was an octopus so I could slap 8 people at once. It looks like my work here is done, except it is not. I need to announce the winner, which I would do if I knew what the winner was. Okay, we have a series of numbers. Now I understand. Okay, so we have an outright winner for the quiz, but we have a couple of other teams who have drawn. In second place, there is a draw, and in 5th place, there is a draw. That can't be right, because who came 3rd and 4th? So I'm going to wait 5 seconds before I announce the numbers, because I think that might not be. Is that correct? All I need is a yes. Is that the correct list of people? Of teams? Is that the correct list of teams? There is no 3rd if there is a joint 2nd. I would argue that there would still be a 3rd place, even though there's a joint 2nd. But you know what? We can argue that offline, and I would just go with I'm not the boss of this quiz, I'm only presenting it. Whatever. Okay, so we're going to go joint 5th place. In joint 5th place were the Southern Dandies with 86, Soul Mass Transit System with 86, Nacho Man with 86, and Bovine University with 86. All joint in 5th place. And then joint in 2nd place, because I seem to be the only one that doesn't think there should still be a 4th and 3rd place when there's draws. According to the comments, they're all on the side of the ISF admins here, so I stand corrected. Okay, so in joint 2nd place is Holt and the Orangemen with 87, Trent Steele with 87, and a 3rd team, joint 2nd place, Mr. Montgomery Kearns with 87. And so, with the grand total of 88 points in the ISF Ireland Simpsons Fans couch quiz in Age of Alone, is El Homo's 88. What a team name. El Homo's 88 win the Ireland Simpsons Fans quiz with 88 points out of a possible 100. Well done. Thank you to everyone who took part. Thank you to everyone. Thank you somebody in the comments who said ISF are wrong and you can't jump from 2nd to 5th. Everybody else disagrees with us. We will die on this hill alone. Thank you so much to everyone who took part. Thank you for all doing it together as an event and having fun here. I really enjoyed this. Thank you to Ireland Simpsons Fans for the idea, for putting together the questions. Feel free to tweet them if you want to dispute anything that happened here. I'm sure they would love to be up all night replying to messages. Someone said, I demand a recount. I think you should tweet that. Ireland Simpsons Fans. Thank you so much for donating. Supporting, tweeting. it's been such a fun time. I've had such a fun time. Thank you so much. And well done to El Homos. Well done. Sorry. Well done. Thank you so much for joining. And yeah, for doing it together as a group. It's been fun, and not just like bombing through the link and submitting it. Thank you for not cheating, because nobody cheated, and I know that nobody cheated. I know that none of you cheated. Thank you for the chat. Thank you for the tweets. Okay, goodbye. Thank you so much. It's been really, really fun. Thank you to everyone involved. Bye.